Status family. We are here for an update on our baby's birth. We're a little late, about 6 weeks, but let's get to it.
We had to take some time,
We do like that. And this
to
nigga right
enjoy our baby, and he's um
here, a milk
gonna
monster.
be
That's what he
featuring
is.
tonight in the background, snoring and probably talking in his sleep. So
That part. You might have to kick the shits first.
you want me to kick the
Yeah,
shit?
you're gonna have to.
You want me to tell my side
You're
first?
gonna have to.
So, we had an appointment the day he was born at the birth center. I planned to have a natural birth. That was the original plan. And do a water birth and the whole shebang. And he was down for it.
Getting the
That
pool
was
full of blood.
that,
I was for it.
that was the plan initially.
It's gonna be exciting though, honestly. I was looking forward to that.
I was definitely looking forward to it, and I'm slightly disappointed, but
it still worked out for the best because it was definitely natural as hell.
It did.
Anyway.
Yeah. So, doctor's appointment at like 2:45. I went. I was not dilated. She said my cervix was not soft enough, which, if you've had a baby before, you know what that means. Baby's not coming anytime soon. So, I was a little upset because at this point I was 39 weeks and 3 days, and I was exhausted and probably mean, right?
Yeah, but that'd be the norm, so we already be there.
I'm
Just
mean?
playing, no, not at all now.
I'm not mean. You like it. You like it, I love it.
If you like it, I love
it. Okay, so yeah, I was just tired and
yes, it's very exhausted.
Yes.
Very hungry.
That too. Hangry. Just
in pain, very much so. From what I seen, was in pain. Walking around up and down them steps, that was such a challenge. We got about 20-something steps.
It would take me 10 minutes to get up the steps. Like,
definitely a traffic jam if you cut behind her.
He was so heavy. Like, I don't know. I was just miserable. So I'm like, you know what? F that. I'm not waiting another week to come back to the doctor. So I took my little happy tail to Harris Teeter. I made my mom take me because at this point I couldn't drive. And I got the ingredients for a Midwives Brew. And I'll leave the details down below with all the ingredients if you're trying to go into labor.
Don't y'all take that shit.
It works.
Definitely do.
That's all I'm gonna say. It definitely works. So I made the brew, me and my mom, and I drank it at like 5:00. He came home. We took the kids to the park. I walked around literally for like 5 minutes, and I was like, I'm really tired. I'm gonna go sit down. We came home. I came home and sat down, and the contractions started. And they were worse than they had been. I had been having them all weekend, but they were like really sporadic. But they were kind of getting worse. So I'm like, okay, this is a good sign. I'm like fighting through the pain. By like 8:30, I tried to take a bath. He ran me a bath. By like 8:30, I'm like, yeah, fuck that. Take me to the hospital. The birthing center is like 45 minutes away. So I didn't know. Like, I was in so much pain, I felt like I wasn't going to make it. So we went to the hospital. We stayed there for 2 hours. While I'm there, she just kept saying, oh, well, you're only 1 centimeter dilated. Your contractions aren't that strong.
This is normal.
Yes, all of my complaints, everything was normal.
And mind you, I'm thinking like we in the horror movie, the way she's screaming. She's downplaying these contractions.
They were bad.
They were horrible.
They were bad. They were like, don't talk to me, don't touch me bad. Like, if you've ever been in any type of pain, it just gets to the point where it's just like this.
Lasting too from like a minute to 5.
They wasn't lasting that long. He being dramatic now. They was like a minute. They were like a minute long, and probably 5 or 6 minutes in between. So if you know anything, that sounds like you're going into labor, right? But no, not according to these damn doctors. Mind you, I projectile vomited.
Yes, that part. Across the room.
It like squirted out.
Mm-hmm. Like on that movie How High.
What the fuck is that?
The Asian was sitting on the couch. Like, just wow.
Yeah.
But it's okay. We got her cleaned up, changed the sheets, and back at it again.
Yes, we did that. Not the doctors.
Yeah, that was
or the
a pretty
nurses.
bad experience overall.
Yeah, it was a horrible experience. We went to university. Don't ever go there unless you're like dying or something. But it was the closest one, and I was really in a lot of pain. Yeah, they still sent me home after I projectile vomited. And I was visibly in a lot of pain. Even as I'm like getting wheeled out in a wheelchair, the guy at the door is like, "They sent you home? I can't believe it."
With a shot of Tylenol.
They didn't even give me Tylenol. I threw it up. Like, she told me to go and get Benadryl so I could sleep. To put myself to sleep.
That ain't work.
No, it didn't work. We went, as I'm in pain, like almost crying in the car because I'm in the freaking car, uncomfortable. We had to go find Benadryl.
Walgreens was pretty close though.
The line was long.
That part.
The line was closed and you had to go inside, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we come home. I take the Benadryl. What did I do? I took a shower.
No, we didn't even make it home. We had to stop on the way home because of the ride. It was killing her.
It was bad. It was bad. It was so bad. Like, worst pain I've ever felt.
Thinking that, like, we've been out had this baby in the car on the road.
This ain't even the worst of it. Like, and it was already so bad. So we came home. I took the Benadryl. I took a shower. To try to kind of ease the pain, didn't work. Then I'm like, okay, well, I gotta, maybe if I sit on the toilet for a little while to ease it a little bit, that didn't work. Maybe if I lay down in the bed, that didn't work. Like, when I tell y'all. What time was this around?
It was probably like 12-ish.
Yeah, we got back at like 11:45.
Okay, yeah, like 12 a.m. And that's when we finally did get you to lay down. But so uncomfortable, like, that'll last 10 minutes.
It was bad.
And then she's on the floor on her knees in like a cradle position. That seemed like the most comfortable. Were you scared? For me? Yeah. I just didn't know what was going on because I didn't realize that you were going into labor.
I didn't think I was going in labor either because everybody kept saying, oh no, you're fine.
Yeah. So I'm thinking, and then when they said you was 2 centimeters, and then they were saying they can't do anything to you 6 centimeters, I'm thinking that
it was going to take some time.
Just had to wait it out, and maybe it was just over exaggerating her pain. But I was there for you. I did not know.
No, I was not over exaggerating. But he was very kind. To be honest, it's nothing nobody could have done.
Like, you can't be prepared for stuff like that.
I thought I was dying. Like, it hurt so bad.
And that lasted up until about 1:30.
Yeah, about 1:30, and then I finally got to the point where it was just like, do you know how you're in so much pain? You can't breathe, you can't scream. Like, it's just like your body's in like this tense state of pain. Yes. That's where it had gotten. I'm on the floor beside the bed. I asked him to get me a towel because like I just felt like I couldn't control my bladder or anything. So I'm like, I've gotta pee and I can't get up to go to the bathroom.
Let's keep it hot with the people. You said I'm about to take a shit
okay,
on the floor. I'm like, oh, hell no.
Before that, rewind it back.
I was
Before
scared,
that, I said, I have to pee, but it's not a lot. So can you bring me a towel? Because I just need to sit here. And I couldn't sit on the toilet. It was painful.
And that was the breakage, I think, right?
Yes, my water was breaking. I thought I was peeing. The lights were off, mind you. We were trying to, like, relax and maybe try to get some sleep.
The candle lit, all kind of stuff.
Was it? I don't even remember that part. Yeah, so my water was breaking. I thought I was peeing on myself. And then I just started to get this really intense urge to like take a shit. And at this point, I'm in so much pain, I don't even think I can get up off the floor and make it to the bathroom. So that's when I was like, I'm just letting you know, please don't be mad at me, but I'm about to shit on the floor.
The after clean of that shit on the floor was not about to happen.
So he did help me get to the bathroom.
Get to the bathroom.
So before we get to the bathroom, it felt like a ball, like literally. And I had already had like diarrhea and all that stuff. Threw up several times. So I already felt empty. Like I didn't have nothing to shit out. So I'm thinking it's the Midwives Brew forcing me to shit. Yeah. You know how you throw up, but it's nothing to throw up? That's what I thought it was doing.
That contraction is very painful, I'm guessing. It's bad. It's gonna make the baby come. Like no matter when that baby do, like 2-3 weeks late.
You talking about that Midwives Brew?
Yes.
Yes. It was bad. So yeah, I felt like I had to shit, even though there was no shit there. So it just felt like a ball of like hard, constipated. This is gross. Hard, hard, constipated type. That's what it felt like, and I wasn't pushing. My body was like forcing the push. Like I was in no control at all, just in misery. And that happened like twice. He finally got me to the bathroom, and it happened again. And I reached my hand. I was standing up. I didn't make it to the toilet. I couldn't sit on the toilet. I was standing up, so I opened, like, cracked my legs open, and I pushed my hand against my thigh, and I see his head, like the top of his head in my vagina.
Yes.
So I'm like, it's the baby's head. You're gonna have to catch him.
And I'm looking like,
huh?
The fuck?
What That's you mean catch him?
Right, exactly.
What you mean? Yeah, so like I
didn't realize it was him.
No, I didn't either until we got in the bathroom.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Mind you, this was my third birth. I had an epidural the first time. I didn't feel a thing. Very easy birth. She was small. My son was really big. I had an epidural, but it wore off because I was in labor for so long. So I felt a good bit of it, but it was nothing like this. Nothing like going completely natural. So I didn't really know what to expect or what labor was going to feel like. So yeah, I had no idea he was like really coming.
Yes, but he definitely shot out of there like
quick, right?
Quick. And it was a beautiful thing. Like I really was nervous as hell. I didn't know what to do. Lost, running back and forth, scared.
He did call 911 in a very timely manner, and they made it here really quick.
Yes, they did. But like as soon as he came out the womb, eyes are wide open. Like, what are y'all doing?
He didn't cry. I don't think he cried at all until later. Like he was just very alert and awake like this. Yes. Like what's going on? I wasn't scared. I think I was in shock a little bit.
That's what it was, because you was moving around very fast at that moment.
Yeah, but I wasn't scared. I didn't cry. Like I think I was just literally in a state of shock. And I'm just sitting there holding him, looking at him, and he wasn't crying, but he was breathing and looking dead at me. So I'm like, okay, don't panic. He's okay. And they got here in like 5 minutes. Right. It was real quick. Real quick. Yeah. He didn't want to cut the cord.
Nah, I just wanted to make sure everything was done right. We was at home.
Yeah.
We in our bathroom.
Literally in the bathroom.
It's just making sure everything was good with him, which was perfect.
Yeah, it was absolutely nothing wrong with him. The paramedics came. They were very nice. It was kind of strange being ass naked with like 5 white men in my bathroom
They were
at
here
home.
to do their job.
They were here to do their job.
That's what the hell they
But
were
it was
supposed to do.
it was weird. But nevertheless,
in a situation like that, that was way past the hit. It was our child and her safety.
at that
making
point,
sure they both was healthy.
It's like
and
whatever.
good.
Like I'm not thinking about no clothes. I just
That's the
wanted
last thing because I ran to the door
hospital.
in my drawers.
In the drawers, yes. Yeah, they wanted to take me to the hospital to deliver my placenta, but I couldn't make it.
Yeah,
I was still having cramps and stuff, like still having contractions. So I'm like, I gotta do it now. So I did it myself on the floor. That was probably the grossest part.
Yeah, that shit was bigger than my son. It seemed like.
Yeah, him coming out wasn't that like. It was like he was covered in like gook.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad though.
But
like
it wasn't that bad.
It was a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
All around.
The placenta, that was gross. That's where like a lot of the blood probably came from.
Yeah, definitely. The leakage everywhere. It was like a murder scene in the bathroom.
It was, and thank God for my mom because she came and cleaned it up before we got home.
Yes, shout out to me.
Yes, but we had to like throw a comforter over the floor, towels.
Right, this one right here.
We gotta go towel shopping because we don't have no towels no more.
She's like, not on the cover. Like, fuck that.
The comforters is like $75 now.
Okay.
So,
yeah, but at that moment, him coming, like all that shit was out the window. I won't think about none of that.
The comforter, the towels, like it's all got thrown away. But yeah, I delivered the placenta on my own. I literally just kind of was pushing on my stomach. I do remember that part when I had my first 2 kids. And the contractions came. It probably came in like 2 minutes or so. Maybe like 8 minutes after he was born. So once that came, we left.
Yeah, he came in this world at 2:05 a.m.
2:55.
2:55, exactly. My fault.
It was 2:55. We rode in the ambulance. He did latch on in the ambulance. We were wrapped up because it was freezing, freaking cold. It was
definitely freezing. He
didn't have no clothes.
He didn't have no clothes. I didn't have no clothes.
No, they just had us like smothered in blankets, and they have heated blankets on the
ambulance. And it was
definitely
cold, like wind chills.
It was
probably
freezing.
30 degrees.
I'm in the ambulance. I just see this nigga come out the house with his drawers on, some shorts on, no shirt. I'm like, please, can you go get some clothes on so we go to the hospital?
Make sure he was straight. But like, our experience with this was we was looking for a natural birth.
Yeah.
And we got one.
We definitely got one.
It was very scary towards the end because I didn't know that she was in labor.
Yeah.
But once we figured out what was going on, when she said, "Kiss this nigga."
Hold on! Black son of a bitch!
It was time to score at that point.
It was definitely time.
Yeah, because I wasn't going to drop him. And that was actually
it was slippery.
Slippery little nigga came out of there. Wet, slippery.
So slippery. So he got some good hands over here. Thank God. I can only imagine.
Yeah, Spider-Man.
Yeah. So yeah, then we were in the hospital like 4 days. I really don't know why we was there so long.
No, just so they can make sure he was urinating.
Yes, he wasn't peeing.
At all.
But he's breastfed, and sometimes they're not getting milk those first few days. So I think that's why, because he was perfectly fine once we left. He was using the bathroom just fine. So yeah, that was our crazy birth experience. It's so insane to say, yeah, I'd do that again because it was the worst pain that you could ever imagine.
And I'm very so much more appreciative of this woman because of the stuff that she had to do in that situation, because that was very difficult to be seeing up close what women go through. So I really do respect it and salute your mom. She handled that shit like the ancestors. Took that shit way back. Yes. And for somebody to do that, you have to be a strong individual. And I love you. You brought my son into this world healthy.
Yes, very
And then
healthy.
you stayed alive on me. So, you know what
I
I'm saying?
did.
Like, that was some shit that was scary.
Because
Like,
I had a
oh,
lot of
Lord.
anxiety before.
And a lot of
Like,
blood all over the place.
yeah. Yeah, it was. But yeah, that was. It's hard to be like, yeah, I'll do it again. But I probably would. I probably would. Just knowing, like, what our bodies are capable of doing. I didn't push at all.
She
My
about to get
body
these tubes
literally.
tied.
My body literally did all the work for me. I was just in a state of pain and shock.
But he's here now. Over
He's
there,
here.
sleeping so well.
Man, he's such a beautiful baby. And it was definitely worth every amount of agonizing pain. Okay?
Mean nights. Hangry days.
The pregnancy was worse than the birth. It was
wasn't
just
that
so.
bad.
It was long. It was so. It's so long.
Yeah, it took a toll on her towards the
Oh
end.
my god! This was my best pregnancy, mind you. Mind you, this was the best one. Like I had the most love and support. And
yes, thank you for our friends and family who
yes,
has been there through from the baby shower to just dropping in. We know the ones who really been there. We appreciate you guys.
Yes.
Keisha, thank you so much, ma'am. You were great.
Yes,
Ashlyn,
Keisha.
thank you.
Yes.
Definitely me, the
Everybody.
whole family, my parents, Michelle.
Yes,
we
definitely.
love y'all. Stephanie, yes, thank you guys. We definitely appreciate everything y'all done did, and being there is very appreciated.
Yes.
If we missed anybody, it's because your ass wasn't probably there.
Charge it to our head, not our heart.
Right.
But that's it. That's our birth story. We wanted to share it. We were getting a lot of questions, so we wanted to put it on YouTube if you wanted to hear the entire story. And that was that, you know.
Yes.
I did have somebody ask me why we went to the hospital, if we had the baby at home. I just wanted to make sure we both were okay. It's a lot of like things that can happen after you have a baby. You can bleed to death and a long list of other things. And I wanted to make sure he was good too. So that's why we went to the hospital afterwards. I do wish I could have had him at the birth center, but
a little long of a drive right there.
That was a long drive.
Probably 45 minutes or so.
And in pain like that was just not a good idea.
You know, ask your questions in the comments below, and then
Definitely.
we'll do another review.
Definitely.
Talk about it, give y'all another
TikTok.
update.
If you're not following my TikTok, go follow it. I'm gonna put that down below, as well as our Instagram, because I do talk about a lot of this stuff on TikTok too, and you can ask questions and I'll respond to them in shorter videos. So, yeah.
Thank you guys. We appreciate y'all.
Yes. Go check out the details. I'm going to put details for the birthing center down below. What else did I say?
The contraction devil that she done made, the juice.
The midwife, the contraction devil. That's what we're going to call it. Contraction devil. The Midwives Brew recipe. I'm going to put that down below. And our social media accounts. Please go follow and like this video, comment on this video, subscribe to our page. We've been busy with baby, but I promise we're going to post a lot more content, right?
We'll get to it.
It.
Make sure y'all pound Sherrill Status, and good night.